Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. So let's talk Bloomsburg University baseball. Joining us is the head coach, Mike Collins. Well, Mike, it's been a nice year, but a very good weekend, and it feels good when the weather's good and you're playing some good baseball, and that's what the Huskies did.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a rough winter/spring, but to get outside and take advantage of the good weather and get on our home field and really get some work done midweek has been critical to our development. So, guys, you want to play your best baseball at the right time, and that seems to be the case with us. We're kind of heating up as the weather warms up and as the games become even more meaningful here in the conference season.
Well, you got a couple of guys out of Lehighton, Tyler Hill and Kyle Hunter. They're doing a nice job. And one of them in particular, Tyler Hill, really a nice job on the mound for you.
Yeah, Tyler's got an ERA in the low twos, and he's pitched some significant innings. Hitters hitting like 230 off him, and he's been one of our go-to guys here on the weekend to go out and get wins. I mean, he's got 5 wins on the year, and he just continues to improve.
Tell us about Nick Mazza out of Carbondale and how he contributes to the Huskies.
We hit Nick second. He's a left-handed hitter. Sprays the ball around, hits to all fields. He's an excellent bunter, a great base runner. He seems to always come up with a big hit with people on base. He's one of these guys that can really swing the bat with 2 strikes. He's an unusual guy in that he's left-handed, but he hits left-handed pitching extremely well. So we can kind of drop him in that 2-hole, and he can hit around the ball and hit to the 4-hole if we have a leadoff guy on. We can hit and run with him. We can bunt with him. He's a guy, he always makes very productive outs. So, our offense, we don't hit a lot of home runs, but, we really play team offense. We run the bases. We bunt. We try to create pressure, by, running the bases and being aggressive and playing a little bit of a short game. So he sort of fits our style of play, and he's critical to our offense right there in that 2-hole.
Mike Collins, Bloomsburg University baseball head coach here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, they're 21-13 overall, 13-5 to lead the PSAC. And coach at PSAC, it's awfully tough baseball. Tell us about the schedule going forward.
It's a great league. We have a lot of parity, particularly on the East. The Eastern Division is always tough every single week. A lot of low-scoring, close, one-run games, and this weekend we won 4, and 3 of them were by a 1-run margin. Up ahead of us, midweek, we'll have a doubleheader with Shippensburg at home. We split earlier with Ship this year, so that'll be a hard-fought doubleheader. And then on the upcoming weekend, we have a 4-game series with East Stroudsburg, and that's always those are always 4 tough ones. ESU always swings the bat. They've been pitching extremely well on the weekend, so we got to really mentally and physically prepare this week for 6 tough divisional games that are ahead of us.
Mike Collins, 9 years at Bloomsburg University. Tell us about the program there, Bloomsburg, and the baseball, and the kind of guys you're getting in recruiting-wise each and every year to produce a nice team this year.
Well, it's been a process in terms of helping the guys we have. I mean, it starts with pitching, and over the last couple of years, we've done a great job, I think, bringing in guys that buy into our philosophy on the mound of just attacking the strike zone, and we fill up the zone. We're really relentless in our aggressiveness on the mound. We don't worry about giving up hits. We want guys that just pound the strike zone and throw strikes, and we really hate free bases, so we don't want to walk anybody. We'll give up hits. We don't care about giving up hits. We just want to attack the zone. So we have a pitching staff full of guys that just go out and fill it up, and that's where our success is rooted in on the mound. Right now, we're leading the PSAC in ERA, and I think it's our approach on the mound and our guys' willingness to buy into that. And in terms of recruiting, it's like finding the right guys who are going to fit your style of play, and finding guys too that are coming to Bloomsburg for the right reasons. Guys are great students and just love the school and love the program and the atmosphere and the things that we're trying to promote as a baseball program. So, I'm really pleased with the kind of kids that we have and the kind of kids we're getting. And I think, the results are there in terms of our performance on the field and in the classroom. We had I think we had 12 guys that were scholar athletes this year. 3.25 or better in the classroom. Our team GPA hovers around 3.0. So I'm equally proud of that element of our program at this point.
Bloomsburg Huskies, good in the classroom, good on the field this year. You're listening to our coach, Mike Collins, from Bloomsburg University, the head baseball coach. And, Mike, you seem like there's a lot of coaches at Bloomsburg University. They stay there a long time, and when they go, it's usually when they retire. What is it about Bloomsburg University you think attracts coaches to say, this is a nice place to raise a family or to just, have some nice student athletes that really buy in? And, of course, it's a beautiful campus as well.
I think everything counts. Everything is important, and you touched on a few of them there. It is a great place to live. The Susquehanna River Valley. It's a beautiful community, and it's a great place to raise a family. And I live over in the Danville area, and I really love it. The other thing is academically, we're strong across the board. There's very few academic programs that a kid might consider that we don't have. So it's great when you can bring a kid in and talk to them about your baseball program, your athletic department. But it's also equally exciting when you can talk about, non-athletic things and really showcase the university for what it is. It's really one of the premier public universities in the state of Pennsylvania. So, our recruiting visits usually last a little bit longer because we have a lot of positive things to talk about in terms of the local community, the academics, the social elements of the university, the service part of the university, and then our facilities, our campus, and then, the academics and all the fun baseball things that we like to discuss in terms of our baseball philosophy.
Talking with Mike Collins from Bloomsburg University here on the John Mendola Show. Well, Mike, one last question. You mentioned about that future schedule for the Huskies coming up, but as far as some things that you still like to work on with your guys, you mentioned the pitching's been pretty strong. What do you think it's going to take to get into those playoffs and make a little bit of a run when you enter those PSAC playoffs with your team right now?
Well, I think, obviously, pitching wants to run track, and the numbers bear that out. Defensively, we can get better. I think from a defensive standpoint in the Northeast, you're always a work in progress, and your goal is to get better every week. As the weather improves and your time on the field improves, you want to sew up your infield defense and get more confident out there on the dirt. So defensively, we want to see us eliminate the free 90, the free bases, errors, and mistakes on the defensive side. And with us attacking the zone and pitching to contact, we need to make a routine play, and that's something that we emphasize and we press upon them every day. And we want to play the game confident, loose, and pick each other up. And that's really what we got to focus in on the next few weeks. Offensively, the guys are we continue to improve, and we're swinging the bats well with 2 strikes, and we're showing great plate discipline early in the count. And I'm pretty pleased with that. We're doing an excellent job running the bases, and but any coaching sport, you want to get better every week, and that's what we're trying to do as well.
Mike Collins, Bloomsburg University Baseball, we thank you for taking some time out and joining us, and wish you well in the games to come, Coach.
Thank you very much, John. I really appreciate your time.
All right, Bloomsburg Huskies Baseball here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.